event, it's time for the 40-yard dash. He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
That time missed the mark. He said he wanted to run better than that, but that run was much closer to average than exceptional.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
That's a nice show of strength from the young man. That's a good number for him. It should impress a lot of these scouts.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
That was a tough showing for him. It really was a chance to wow in front of personnel from every team in the league. But this performance, Kate, this performance fell flat. There were some highlights from that performance, no question, but I'm not sure he answered all the questions or checked all the boxes that some of these scouts had with that kind of showing.
All right, that wraps up the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Broncos and the Colts coming up next.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll be led out by the former Jayhawk, their rookie quarterback, Greg, out of Kansas.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on them how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, but potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the hunt? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close.
Here comes the Denver offense. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Broncos up. Play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Broncos. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to...
Broncos offense. And their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They'll be let out by the... Back to throw here to begin the drop. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. He's tackled there by Quiddy Peck. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in by the running back, P.1. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down
Ineligible
inside
receiver
the
downfield.
10.
Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still
far.
second down.
And it draws the flag. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll check this down to the running back. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first. It is a win for the visiting Broncos as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason.
right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the